Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Because journalists today, we are citizens, ordinary citizens, ourselves. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country and people are now seeing it as being right because their SAR is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important. So I want to...
Although I committed myself to doing an audit, this is the reason why when the first time I saw this outturn was when the budget was submitted to us. It is not true that any member as was exerted last Sunday came to me to discuss issue of outturn. And I will show you the hypocrisy in a minute. But I saw this, I called my staff. They gave me the evidence of this money movement. And I will produce screenshots and documents to that effect at my trial of how money was moved. So I said, no, I don't want to implicate anyone. But what I will do, we must do the audit. So now they have even extended it to 2022. So we'll be asking the GAC instead of just 2023 audit to 2022 and 2023.
When I see roads that are being built that you're talking about, I don't believe those are the roads I was talking about. Roads that help the economy, roads that expose the country for investment. And so when I said the roads that were being built are not the roads that I was talking about, and I believe that. Those are not the roads that bring improvement to the economy. To this date, you go to the southeast, you go to Lofa, you go all over. Even going to Tottenham-Bird, a paved road, you have difficulties. Everybody talking about whether or not you serve 42 years. I never said I served 42 years in government. I worked 12 years as vice president. I worked 3 years as minister of agriculture. All of us work in public operations and did other work. The Liberians hold to one thing and they say it over and again, doing nothing, park in the garage. How long would it take people to understand? Maybe to understand the difference between a car in the garage and a race car on the racetrack. Maybe these are difficult things to understand. I did not say the Ellen Johnson Salih government squandered. I say we squandered opportunity, meaning there were things we could have done that we did not do. And being honest about it.
Senator Dallas Dillon is living right in Monrovia, right in Maserado. Why are we giving him 10,000 to go to the constituents? Are we serious here? He living right to the place the constituents are. But we're giving him 10,000, we say go to your constituent and go visit them. Is that a serious interest? Is that what you call rescue? Senator Yombikanga Lawrence, she also lives in Maserado, even though she represents Bassa. But when you go to the Bassa people, that we don't sort of give you money to go there. We sort of give you 10,000 to go there. When teachers, public school teachers are making less than 150, when nurses are making less than 150, when security personnel in the police, in the army making less than 150, we sort of be giving you 10,000 to go visit the people in Bassa who voted for you. They have no medicine.
He insisted that corruption kills development and that whoever is going to be corrupt, he's going to take action against them. So his statement is in no way in support of any form of corruption whatsoever. When he was speaking in context.
According to the security that brought him, he passed out this morning on the way to the bathroom. And so they picked him up and they rushed here. But upon arrival, he was already not breathing. He was unresponsive and not breathing. But the nurses rushed and took him into the ER and started oxygen, started IV fluid, and started chest compression. I did my total examination, and he was unresponsive. His eyes were fixed. He was not breathing. Oxygen saturation, blood pressure were all 0, 0, 0.
For latest, Senator Johnson brought his daughter to me, Krista. Some are calling Lord here positively in acknowledgement of that. Senator Johnson killed him. Thank you. Thank you. Senator Johnson brought his daughter to me, and several times he said, Senator, my son, please talk to President Walker to give my daughter a job. I trust you and your relationship with him. I said I will honor that request. 2 days before his passing, Senator Johnson called me and said, distinguished, please don't forget. I said, the president, I will meet the president in Grand Bassa County for the funeral of the late superintendent of Grand Bassa County.
In one of the radios, and we all talk about Prince Johnson. The guns. Who gave me the guns? The electricity had. Prince Johnson's death should teach us a lesson that we should never allow people to divide us as a nation into people. We have a common value that we must uphold and protect. When election comes, when Prince Johnson supposed unity party, then CDC called for a war crime code. When you suppose CDC, then unity party called for a war crime code. And they made it a taboo. But we never asked who gave Prince Johnson the walkie-talkie and who were giving the armed ammunition, the brand new uniforms. We never cared to ask these questions. So today, Prince Johnson is gone. The people of Denmark, you lost a great son.
The president vetoed the agreement and said there were plenty of loopholes in the agreement, and he's sending it back to us to correct it. That says that President Weah was senator for 3 years or so, and he know anything about the legislation. That's how grossly inept and incompetent this gentleman has been, and thankfully we rescued the country already.
You sat there on Ellen for 12 years. Even diplomats say you didn't learn it. Oh, the woman, you know the job. The woman said 12 years. You didn't learn nothing on Ellie. Ellie was very program. Ellie knew everything. You sat there because you were so angry. You sat there on Ellie, you learned nothing. Look how you running the government today. Is this what you told us? We said we wanted change. The land for you to be right private jet. And Joseph Boakai not private jet. Before the election, Joseph Boakai went to Ghana. Then investor, then billionaire get Joseph Boakai money for a campaign. Then Joseph Boakai proved me wrong. I told your friend. I told you they all got involved with it. You get your son involved with government. Maybe we'll reach a crossing point. By the time a security start attacking my left, I will go to Joseph Boakai. And I will use words on him. And Jojo passed around me the day he myself, Bola. The day Jojo myself, Bola, he attacked me. And the day Simon will see somebody. The day you myself, Bola, you attack me. And the day Simon will see somebody. Then billionaire get Joseph Boakai money for a campaign. Then Joseph Boakai proved me wrong. I told your friend. I told you they all got involved with it. You get your son involved with government. Maybe we'll reach a crossing point. By the time a security start attacking my left, I will go to Joseph Boakai. And I will use words on him. And Jojo passed around me the day he myself, Bola. The day Jojo myself, Bola, he attacked me. And the day Simon will see somebody. The day you myself, Bola, you attack me. And the day Simon will see somebody. You know me, eh? I'm not scared of going. That's why I said the war, I'm going to make come. So we can go there to exonerate ourselves.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens, ordinary citizens, ourselves. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or certain condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country and people are now seeing it as being right because their SAR is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free Americans in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
to usher in another cycle called 2025. Great. Great to be back with you. Thank you ever so much. Thank you. You've been so massive. You've been so extraordinary over the months, the years. You've been so good. Thank you so much. We bless God Almighty having kept watch over us throughout and has set us into this day to speak truth to power. You like it or not, how you feel, how you don't feel, it is your right as ours to say. Take it or leave it. We say it bluntly. You make the case and we analyze the case. That's what it is in politics. The politician makes the case, don't like the analysis of the case when it is not going his or her way, but he or she has to, because God said the truth is good. The truth helps. It takes you from one bad state to a good state. So here we are to say it again. The president has given us another news. How many of you know that the biggest, baddest, greatest newsmaker in the town is the president? Everything about him is news. Every word, every dress code, every step, every place, every meeting, any and everything about the president is in news. So we've got him on the list to talk about. He's part of the afternoon plate. We've got him on to talk about. But we can't help but thank God Almighty. Today is the last day of January. Oh, did I say January? December. It's the last day of December, the last day of 2024. Another cycle has come to pass. I know that tonight people will be all out with this cliche, tired night, wash night. People are getting ready. They see that as a good excitement to not only be in the church, but to thank God that He has allowed them by His covering, His grace, to see the first day of the year. They consider that in Christendom extraordinary. That is good. But sometimes you tend to wonder whether they actually understand the biblical meaning of that. You sometimes ask yourself, or when you are reaching this period, now it's nothing extraordinary. Cross over fire now, whichever way they call it, whatever the cliche. It means nothing extraordinary. It's just a transition. It's just like going to bed or having gone throughout the day, and in the night you go to bed with the expectation of waking up to continue your journey or your life activity the next day. That's all about. It's the same as crossing over. But it is not within your power. This is where I think the excitement comes in. It is not within your power to cross yourself over. But the way people do it, we need a reverse. Typically, the cliche, the biblical meaning of that is not moving from one point to another. It means typically crossing from the known to the unknown. Nobody knows what 2025 going to bring. Everybody was excited about 2024. People made plans for 2024, and some came to pass, some didn't. Some people just did not see the second, the third, the fourth day in 2024. Some people just existed for a month. And even as we are speaking now, some are giving up the goals, though the expectation to see 2025. That is why when you are at this point, which is called the crossroad, you want to sit down and do a sober reflection. Whoever you are, whether you are a journalist, you are a medical person, you are a Christian, whatever, a medical doctor, a social worker, whatever. At this point in time, if you are a Christian, you want to sit down and do a sober reflection. You are headed into the unknown, leaving the known. 2024 was known unto you. You can say a lot about 2024, just as I'm about to talk about some of the things that unfolded in 2024. So 2024 is a known cycle, but it is about to become history now, and we are headed into what is referred to as uncharted territory. 2025. Nobody knows what lies ahead. From a political standpoint, religious standpoint, from a personal standpoint, from institutional standpoint, nobody knows. But everybody is excited. You want to just pause for a moment and just do a sober reflection. Know that you are crossing over from the known to the unknown. And once you have gotten into the unknown, it's all up to God now. It's all up to God. If you are a Christian, just look through the Bible. You will see very many of them. The Israelites getting out. God mapped out a territory that they did not know. And he will ask Joshua to lead them out. He will ask Moses to lead them out. The expectation was high. Along the way, they started encountering problems. And they even tried questioning why God would do that. In 2024, you were excited, but when things started happening, you start questioning God. You start giving up. You were at the point of giving up. Now, 2025 is not going to be on a silver platter. The only reason I'm saying this, because very many people have no time to think this way. Just need to sit down and do a sober reflection. That's what the expression typically means, cross over. It means leaving from the known to the unknown. Nobody knows 2025. Nobody knows what's going to happen in 2025. Only God knows. But we are assured by him that we'll see 2025. And when we are in 2025, then we need to look at the politician. If the politician is messing up, to say, if the doctor isn't doing well and patients are dying, we have to say, and on we can go. Even if the journalists aren't saying what they ought to say, you have to tell the journalists, you're not saying this and you ought to say, and we will say yes, because we did not know 2025. We did not know how it's going to be, rather. So I just thought to share that with you people. And lastly, before we get to the issues we've got to talk about, you want to be grateful. Ingratitude is curse. Gratitude is blessing. If you don't know, when you are an ingrate, God himself cursed you. When you are a grateful person, God blesses you. He takes you from one year to another, from one prosperity to another. We know that for a fact because we see it in the Bible. At this point in time, you want to sit down in your place and say, Lord, thank you. Even if it wasn't all rosy with you, you want to acknowledge. If you didn't achieve, if you weren't successful, 2024, you want to say thank you. And as a matter of fact, everybody was successful 2024. Our definition of success is different from God's definition. God's definition of success is what he has called you to do. It is not the plans that you make. The plans that you make are not God's plan. They are ours. God has got nothing to do. His plan is what he focuses on. What he has called you to do. When you do it, then you are successful. If he say, Sam Andrews, your call, along with AB and Israel, responsibility is to tell the truth to my people, to liberate them by my empowerment unto you people, which is the microphone. And if we do that, we are successful at the close of the year. And certainly we can speak of ourselves as kings as being successful in what God has called us to do. Everybody can stand on the pulpit to preach, but everybody has a calling on by God to do what is right so that society is better, so that God people are liberated, so they are taken from the known to the unknown with hope. Simple as that. You want to be grateful. You want to tell him thank you. And I chose this by the group Maverick City, or elevation worship, called Testify. We start with it. A grateful heart, the Bible said, the Lord will not spurn. So testify. If God still provides, testify. If he provided for you in 2024, testify. Tell the truth. If he's been good to you 2024, tell it. Raise a shout. Just be grateful. The group Elevation Worship with the song Testify.
I've been
Tell the truth. If he brought you out of 2024 in 2025, yes, the group elevation worship. If God kept you, if his watch was over you, if his provision led you through, tell him thank you. Show that gratitude. Okay. So what we've got to talk about, the year has come to an end in a couple of hours. It'll be 2025. Over the year, the months weren't good at all for Liberia. It was a bad year, a year that has gone down in history as one of the terrible years of Liberia, presided over by the Unity Party government, with the expectation by the people from the onset that the year will have started good. Unfortunately, it was characterized by the president falling off, getting rid of people who they consider seditions and members from the other political parties who did not support them. The speaker, the first attempt to make sure that he didn't get the speakership, the Supreme Court with, yes, the blocking of this guy, Samara Wolokoli, and coupled with the promises, the failed promises, the yellow machines, Ayololo buses, the NASCOP gate, and the list is just long. Nothing about President Joseph Boakai first year you can speak of positively. 2024 wasn't good at all. We'll talk about that, but yeah, how the year has ended. The year 2024 on President Joseph Boakai has ended on a dark note. I say dark note because most of the top business people now, they are having a second thought. This hasn't happened on the previous governments. Previous governments were not 100% perfect. They had their own shortcomings. They were criticized and condemned by opposition then, and some of those criticisms were right in their opinion, but it did not reach to what we heard and have today going into 2025. I do not know his nationality, whether he may have been a Lebanese or Indian, I do not know. But what I do know is he was a how they can call it, large tax payer in this country. One of the business tycoons of not only Liberia, but the world. But he focused significantly on Liberia. Hearing of his death that today is mysterious. The close of 2024, again, with the country trying to grapple, trying to come out of the many deaths and murders, another one has come up. The Lebanese, the Indians, and other nationalities are afraid right now. The year is ending with the government. It started with the government on a bad note. it is ending on a bad note. And I should say to you, listen. You see, let me tell you, probably you don't know. It's not that we're showcasing. Every time you hear AB sits on the radio and he makes one or two lines or reference to the Bible, Israel does that, I do that. Not necessarily we're showcasing. No. What that means is God works through his word and with signs. And if you are a Christian, if you read the Bible just as AB Israel read the Bible, and they use that and that's what God said, you will come to the realization, or you will see the signs of an impending danger. And these are some of the signs. When you see these things happening, you got to be careful. The country got to be careful. God is sending a message across, a warning. And if you can pick up those lines that these people will reference from the Bible, showing you instance in the Bible or incident that happened, one of the reasons that God placed these events in the Bible so that we see today and be careful. That's all. That's the reason behind it. So if he said, don't do this, or this is how it was in the days of old that they experienced as a country, this calamity, or that God cursed them, or that God allowed famine or he used famine to inflict them. Those things, we look at how the people approach it, how they did, and we avoid it today. That is the reason. And if you are a living person, and if you are a Christian, and you live your life without the Bible, you put it aside, listen, you are doomed. The Bible is the political guide, the legal guide, the economic guide, the medical guide, everything this world. Look at it, and you think that 2025 is going to be a fruitful year. I'm not a wishful thinker, but listen, we feed on signs, and God never lies with signs. Signs are what foreshadow an event. That means it's coming to happen. What the year started with? The year started with the president falling off. It was a disgrace. Followed by fire all over the place. Everywhere you turn, it was fire. Everywhere it was fire. Then the King George situation. Liberians were murdered, and there were justification of excuse. Please start playing your King's Cash. We're giving you 10,000, not 10,000. Sorry, please, I beg you. We're giving you 3,000 Liberian dollars. Just dial star 799 star 24 hatch and get your 10,000. Play as many times as you can play. After the King George situation, all of those lies, then followed by the murder of Liberians all over the place. The year started with disaster. The year is ending with disaster. If you are a Christian, go into that Bible and see how leaders started on a very, very, very terrible note, and they ended that way. We don't know what lies ahead of us and this government going into uncharted 2029. I go. They are pushing it 2029 forward. Please forgive me. 2025. The year is ending. I can say the year ends with the death of what we heard, the Bolivar Uno. That man wasn't a small man, to say the Liberian way. One of the business tycoons, a high figure, a prominent person within the Muslim community, the Muslim sector of this, not Muslim, but the Lebanese. Because I'm sure he was a Lebanese. That man's death, we are told that answers are far. Answers are far. Too many mystery surrounding his death. Too many news and contradictions and different interpretations, whatever. But it is bad for our country. It is in the hands of the police. I'm not concerned about the investigation, the circumstances. I am concerned about the future. This thing could have a serious implication on us going forward. Thank you, James. The Armed Forces Day celebration that was mild with all kinds of stuff that the president couldn't go there. And the only reason why the president couldn't go there because he wasn't fit to walk 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 feet. The first time in the history of the whole world, all of the countries in the world, only Liberia will cancel an Armed Forces Day celebration. You know what this man's death going to cause us as people? You know what it's going to do? I hope that the Lebanese government will not take siege of the matter to say, oh, they're concerned about the citizens like how America would do. And they want to know the cause of death. He's investing in Liberia. He has one of the biggest investments in Liberia. And mysteriously, he died. Look how the year is ending. And you think that 2025 is going to be better, going to be rosy? It's bad. It is not a good news. It is a bad omen. Even though omen is, no, omen, when you say bad omen, you won't stay wrong. Omen simply means sign, O-M-E-N. It simply means sign. But that sign is a misfortune. Meaning bad thing is set to happen. It is not good for this country. Not good for this government. This government that was all over the place. Saying we are was killing people. We are was doing this. We are was the killer in the town. CDC government killing people. Because of that, investors were not coming into the country. The people were afraid of coming into the country because we are killing people. So investors were afraid to come to Liberia. What is happening now? Check the number of deaths, the number of murders, day and night, and see whether you will not exceed 15 since the government came to power. The year started bad. The president fell off. He could not continue his speech. Guests had to reorder priorities to get back to their respective countries because they were afraid. Staying in Liberia for the next 3, 4, 5 hours, something could happen. So they ran out of Liberia in no time because they saw the president falling off. The only person who braved the storm was Ghanaian outgoing president, Professor Nana Akufo-Addo. The rest of the guys, they left Liberia with that bad news that Liberia president fell off. It flooded all the international wires everywhere, all over the world. The people have never reported such. All the medias in the world before. It was Liberia that gave them that news. We have seen, oh, yeah, president stumbling toe. We have heard president not feeling well and he's taking off. But we have not They have not reported that president falling off on inauguration day, followed by the other things. Then the year ended. I thought if the year starts unfortunate, then the closing now can be good. But you start the year bad, you ending the year bad, then where are we? And you say we're going into 2025, it will be good. That is why I started my intro that way. Crossing over from the known to the unknown. And you saw all the things that happen in the known. And some of those things are going to be seen in the unknown. The unknown simply means, 2025. How are you going to be there? Well, 2025, by the time we get in January, we're going to start experiencing disasters all over the place again. Now, if the government is not careful, if the government isn't careful, if the government cannot put its feet down to put things under control, to keep this country stable, to maintain a sustained and secure security, listen, this government would just be running into a situation that the years will go by before it can realize it. We are into election year, nothing to show, but rather to excuses, and the opposition will capitalize on that and win the election. And this is why you have to wait for tomorrow, the 1st. The focus is going to be on just that. It is bad. Such a high profile investor, foreign investor, was discovered dead. Circumstances surrounding his death are unknown. A mystery, but it is not good for the country. You started the year bad off throughout the entire, from January to November, October, December. The closing days in December now, let us just be a little bit merry so the people start getting those things off their mind. Bam! Another one has hit the country. Just imagine those Lebanese and Indian business people and others, how they're thinking now. Fear has gripped them. Fear. They are thinking within themselves that one of them could be the next person, the next dead person. I'm not concerned about the investigation. We are told that the police own it. I am concerned about the impact negatively. It's been reported. Look at Boulevard Palace. Lebanese. Hey, God. Amen. Whether that man, whether he killed himself, because one of the reports said he committed suicide. I mean, he killed himself, which can happen. Another report said he was injected. All kinds of reports coming up. All kinds of reports. I don't have time for all of those things. You expect that. The authoritative source of releasing the cause of death, the police and the medical people. But from an investment standpoint, it's bad for Liberia. Already, we don't have investors, real investors not coming into the country. Yeah, the HPS said a deal that quote-unquote president and the HPS man struck in. They had a media there. Said, what happened to it? It gone down the drain. There are several things that are going down the drain. The people hearing these things, they're hearing what is happening. They're hearing about the murders all over the country. They're hearing about insecurity. They're hearing about police beating their own lawmakers And you think that they will be brave enough? You think that they will risk their lives and their investments to come to Liberia? They will not. The first thing, the prerequisite, the first thing first of any investor is a secure, stable environment. And these are things that discourage them, that they will reach the conclusion that Liberia is not safe to put our investment. Let's go to Ghana, or let's take it to Sierra Leone, or let's take it to Senegal. Let's take it. Investors want secure, stable environment. Nobody want to put their investment, their money into a hostile place, a place that people are being murdered, a place where the enforcers of the laws are the ones who are beating people all over the place. They will say no. We saw it in the past. Honestly, what did the American government say? They said Liberia was not safe for their citizens to come to Liberia, even though they put thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. But what did they say? They said Liberia wasn't safe under the previous government. Why did they say that? Because they saw what was happening. And the same thing that these opposition guys capitalize on are the same thing that they're doing today. And you expect that the American and other people will say Liberia is safe. They will definitely say Liberia is not safe under President Joseph Yuma Boakai. Nobody should go to that country. And once America raises their voice on that, listen, 50, hundreds investors will stay away. And the next thing that you will hear, this government will just be complaining. We can't do this. We can't do that. Our hands are tied. All kinds of stuff. But they will not say that they created such a messy situation. You sat down over there. We will know the cause of that death, but I'm not too sure anything relevant will come of it. That's why I'm only concerned about the investment aspect, the security aspect. Try speaking to some of the Lebanese and other people. They are afraid right now. They will tell you honestly, they are afraid. If such a man who been in this country all those years, and not only Bolivar Palace alone, he has other investments, other businesses in this country. We're not saying that somebody killed him. It's not what I'm saying. We were told that he committed suicide. We were told that he was injected. Whatever I said, and I maintain as a literate person, we wait for the police. I come there are the authoritative souls. They will tell us what killed him, or whether somebody may have done it. So we're waiting for the police. But my position is the investment aspect and the credibility of the government, how it has been tainted. No trust, no confidence again. Who knows? Those Lebanese now, those Indians, they're thinking. They are very mindful now. That one of them could be the next. It's not a good sign for our country. The government came to rescue. Rescue, you will not experience any one of these things. Rescue, you fortify the country. You see, I see you on this, man. I see you on this. What the man who say he did not say he has 42 years experience. What a man. Let's play the King's Cash giveaway. Dial star 799 star 25 hatch. That's all. Just play with $1 or 50 cents, and then you get your 3,000. We're giving out 3,000 today. If you are on Real Talk, if you are a fan of Real Talk, then you will play wherever you are. Yeah. You play as many times as you can. I want to see if you are playing. I will know. If you're not playing, I know. Just dial star 799 star 24 hatch and play with $1 or 50 cents, and then you can have your 70 cents. Yeah, just play. Sorry, 70 cents. Yeah, the Baka team government really. Yes. So just play with $1 or 70 cents US. Dial star 799 star 24 hatch. That's all you need to do, and you get your 10,000. There you go. I used to need 10,000. You get 3,000. 3,000, yeah? All right. So that what unfolded yesterday. Let's go to the next pointer. Let's leave it as it is. The year, no Unity Party person can boast that the year was successful. It wasn't. It was a year that was characterized with everything negative, everything messy, everything unfortunate, bad signs going into 2025. Yet Prince Johnson, there. They say Prince Johnson just fell off. All kinds of things happening in 2020, 2024, December, prior to December. Unity Party stalwarts and apologists and propagandists, you sit down and do a fair analysis of your first year. And that is why that nonsense and messy situation people doing say they're giving these people a war. I will come to that. But just do a simple assessment if you are a supporter of Unity Party. If you are a supporter of Joseph Yuma Boakai as president, if you are a supporter of this government, do an honest, fair assessment of yourself and see whether you have reached the conclusion that the year 2024 was successful with you. It wasn't. That will be doing it for that. Let's move now. Here is the next pointer. This is where we go next.
I went to attend the wedding of a friend that I had to bring back to Ghana 37 years ago. He's a successful businessman. This meant a lot to him. He gave his first daughter out. But then also went to attend the wedding of a friend that I had to bring back to Ghana 37 years ago. Went to attend the wedding of a friend that I had to bring back to Ghana 37 years ago. Went to attend the wedding of a friend that I had to bring back to Ghana 37 years ago. He's a successful businessman. This meant a lot to him. He gave his first daughter out. But then also, President Akufo-Addo leaving office and visiting.
Hold on. We'll get to that. Let's discuss the wedding first. The president lied. President Joseph Yuma Boakai lied. That was a lie. That was a lie. That lie was programmed. Listen carefully. I follow the interview. The last question, usually they will allow him to answer just maximum two questions. It can't go beyond two. If there is anything beyond there, it might be a tear. But unlike other presidents that will take 4 or 5 questions and they're asking different things within that or about that visit, they restrict Boakai to 2 or 3. The guy asked he asked Bwaga a question, not only about the meeting with the incoming president and the outgoing president. At the close of the question, he inserted in his closing the wedding ceremony. My understanding of that question is, and all of us know that we can ask questions that way, you want the person to give a twofold answer. So you ask the question in a twofold way, and the person will give you a double barrel answer. Double barrel answer is where you speak to the meeting with both Dramani and Ado and the wedding. So they put the question two into one. The guy asked the question, he brought in the wedding. That was the last part of the question. You know what the guys did? Because they did not want Bwaga to speak to that. So after answering the question about the meeting, they said that was it, and then he started moving. Doesn't it raise suspicion further? We agree, we saw some photos. They put it on his page called the Executive Mansion website. They said that he met John Dramani. After we talk, the suspicions will always come up because they are not proactive. When the president meeting these people, they same thing here. Let me tell you, the people did it to George Weah. Everything you see us doing and saying, we going back into the past. God said, do unto others as you will have them do unto you. That's the golden rule. They did it. They said George Weah people were not proactive. Oh, George Weah in America. He said he going to this place. Nobody can see photo. He knows what he on. He going to see a girlfriend. They used to say all kinds of awful stuff. Because Weah people were not proactive in getting those photos out. Because when the photos come early, then the people will have nothing to say because they'll see the photos. Even though when photos came out during Weah time, they will say, oh, that photo will eat. He just go there to take photo. The man a blood ball. He was taking photo all over the place. So the same way, they aren't proactive. If you don't want people to raise suspicion about you, then you must be proactive. That means you should go ahead of them, think ahead of them, act ahead of them, feed them with the information ahead of time. They now will be using that as their justification that, oh yes, the president met Dramani. These are the photos. But until you can do that, the suspicion will come up. So yesterday now, they tried some kind of way to get few photos, then they put it on the Executive Mansion website and say the president met with Dramani. We'll come to that. When he and Dramani, he lied that he and Dramani been friendly for long. He been friendly, we'll get to that one. But that the photo, that wedding photo, we won't see. He said he went to attend the wedding of a long-standing daughter. That's what they put in a release. And he confirming it. He said a friend who he helped. Today, the friend is a successful businessman. Have you guys noticed something about Bwaga? Bwaga never ever named his successful business people. He never gave their name. The yellow machine man, he said that his friend, successful businessman. Today, the country does not know that man's name. The friend who daughter got married, he said a successful businessman. He can't get a businessman name. So Bwaga own a friend there. They are you get your friend that court, that secrecy, that society, that you can't disclose anything. So everything about the president, his friends there, they are covered. Nobody should know. Yellow machine. Today, we know that man's name. But the president said that his friend. Yet, he went to attend his longtime friend. He said he helped the man to go to Ghana. So he facilitated the man, he sustained the man, he gave the man money. So in essence, he's saying the man was suffering. He helped the man to go to Ghana. So the man is successful businessman. So he went there. Not bad, Mr. President. It's not bad at all. We're not saying that you are lying 100%. We're only saying that you're not being specific. That some of the things AB was talking last night. You have to be specific. In the absence of being specific, people will raise concern. They will say things. You have to be exact. It is when you exact that people will have no doubt, that people will raise no suspicion. So why would it have taken the president to say, I went to attend, went to see the incoming and the outgoing Nana Akufo-Addo and John Dramani, and on the sideline, I attended the wedding of my friend John Josiah's daughter, a longtime friend, in Kumasi. What would it have taken the president? Who would have said it's wrong and blast the president? Nobody. When we tell Dillon said we was grossly inept. Here is it today. Bwaka is showing 3 times that. He is grossly inept in his leadership disposition of the country. Too elementary. Those are simple things that you say. Oh, we met, went for the wedding ceremony in Newtown of my best friend, John Josiah's daughter. It's finished. Or you tell the people, since this is it in Liberia, the people raise so much concern, they're arguing, put the pictures ahead. Or give us some, when you give us the man name, we're living in a world of technology. If Bwaka had just called that longtime friend, or if they had put it on the executive mansion website as they did, that means identifying the man's name or indicating the man's name. We would have gone ahead and know about that wedding. Because everybody, the world now, 99.9% of the people, they are on the internet. It's easier to get anything and anybody on the internet. Right now, just get on the internet, you say Sam Andrews. They will bring it. You see Sam Andrews. You say, oh, the Liberian journal. Oh, y'all man said him behind the microphone here. Y'all man talk. You see it. Even when you put it there, it's there. That's how the world looks. Why would it have taken our president to be honest with us by calling the name of this long-standing friend? We want to know the daughter's name. It's not important. The daughter is not one of the factors. We concerned about how honest you are to the country with the people you are dealing with, because you are state property. You are not your own self. If you went to Ghana, you met Dramani and Addo, and you're going on the other side to attend your longtime friend daughter funeral, there's no problem with it. Just tell us that this longtime friend is this. The wedding took place in Kumasi. If you can tell us that the man is successful, if you can tell us that the man, you helped the man to go to Ghana, why you can tell us the man's name? Why you can tell us the wedding, where the wedding took place? Our president, we give people news every day. Sometimes you won't talk about the president, but you're forced to talk about it because he's making news for the wrong reason. He's not making news for any good reason. Listen to him.
I went to attend the wedding of a friend that I had to bring back to Ghana 37 years ago. He's a successful businessman. He's a successful businessman. He's a successful businessman. He's a successful businessman.
You shouldn't be surprised if something comes from that side and the president say they're his friend and that friend will not be known until that thing is discarded by the country, just like they did the yellow machine. Yeah, he praising, he says successful businessman. So, Mr. President office, we beg you, please give us the name of. You want to give the man, you give the daughter name. Truly, because before the president goes to a place, the research is done ahead. Just as the security. Everything the executive mansion will know about it. The president going to attend a wedding, the executive mansion will know. They will exchange information. The executive mansion will be the institution that will be the inquiry institution. Because in this case, the president is the one that was sent for. Listen to that explanation. He did not force himself. Because his friend is a successful businessman, or he and this man been friends for long, and he helped this man to go to Ghana, and the man is a successful businessman. The man realized what Bouaka did for him because he's president now, so he invited him. So Bouaka, I want to believe that Bouaka went at the request of the man. So when you receive invitation, it is incumbent upon you now to do the inquiry why they provide all of the information, because that will facilitate or will determine whether you go there or not. So all the information will be provided. I want to believe that if truly Mr. President went to attend a daughter funeral, this mystery daughter and mystery friend, then they will share the names as they did with other people. Listen, the president lied. You know why? Yeah, it's it. We are in this business. We follow Mr. President and any other person. Something about when it is real about Mr. President, executive mansion will flow with it. They will put it out. They will run. All their people will run with it. The names of the president, the place where they're going to do everything. Why this one they came? The yellow machine, and they ran with it. They ran with the yellow machine. The only thing that wasn't in the yellow machine was the name of the man. Until his name became gentleman agreement. Yeah. Until his name became gentleman agreement. Listen to him again.
I went to attend the wedding of a friend that I had to bring back to Ghana 37 years ago. He's a successful businessman. This meant a lot to him. To gave his first daughter out. But then also, President Akufo-Addo leaving office and visited him. Then I received John Mahama this morning, so it was a great visit. I went to attend the wedding of a friend that I had to bring back to Ghana 37 years ago. He's a successful businessman. This meant a lot to him. To gave his first daughter out. But then also, President Akufo-Addo leaving office and visited him. And I received John Mahama this morning, so it was a great visit. The outgoing president is a very good friend of mine and also a supporter of us, even during the time of our critical need. John Mahama has been a friend of mine for years and almost like a brother. So he too had to show me that what I went to attend the wedding of a friend that I had to bring back to Ghana 37 years ago. He's a successful businessman. This meant a lot to him. To gave his first daughter out. But then also, President.
Okay, so that will be doing it for that. I beg you, please allow me to add the meeting with the two leaders. Then I'll open the line and then we talk something and then we add. Today is the eve of 2020 2025. So the president said that he met. Initially, it was reported that he was going to meet Dramani and Ado. Dramani wasn't available. The inauguration is coming up, so they are busy here and there. The people system is not like our own, so they are busy. So it did not go according to schedule or according to plan to have met the incoming. However, he met him to save time. And they said they had a fruitful discussion. So he's now saying that he's known Dramani for years. They've been good friends. Let's just take it as that. I don't want to read anything into that because you know what? Mr. President is just a mystery character. He said, man, they are good friends. You've known him for a long time. What kind of good friends? How long you been knowing that man? The man see you say the man is a friend because the man witnessed your fall on inauguration day. The man is not. It will take a little while for Dramani to get used to this Liberia and Boakai thing. Do you know that most of the presidents are still not too comfortable with Boakai from what they saw in January? Do you know? They're not too comfortable. And watch Boakai standing with the ADK. Usually the ADK is about 6 or 7 or 8 feet because you have to have space around the president. Boakai 8 can stand right behind him, right behind, only 1-2 inches. You know the reason for that? Anytime he can fall. The guys stay having that thing in their mind. He said they have fruitful discussion.
Kufuado leaving office, I'm visiting. Then I received John Mahama this morning. So I was in office, I'm visiting. Then I received John Mahama.
Now you can receive the bill. No, on a diplomatic note, they receive you. They receive you, Mr. President. When you're coming back, let the people coach you what to say. They got to teach you the diplomatic jargons. No. When the people come to your country, you receive them because you are the host. Nana Akufo-Addo is the host. And in this situation, your next host, who is the incoming, is Dramani. So you can receive Dramani. It's Dramani who receive you because you in his country. He is the next person that is going to take over the country to start everything diplomatic. So don't say I receive. Say I was received. Don't say I received Dramani.
Received John Mahama this morning. So then I received John Mahama this morning. Then I received John Mahama. Then I received John Mahama.
You know why he said it? He used to the letter of credence thing. When ambassadors come to present their letter of credence, that's what they usually say. So it stuck in his head. He did not know that he was in another person's country other than his own.
Visiting. Then I received John Mahama this morning. So it was a great visit. The outgoing president is a very good friend of mine and also support.
Okay, that's enough for you, Mr. President. So let's play the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving you 3,000. 3,000 today or this evening. The people say wash near or cross over, so they will have market all over the place. All kinds of things will be happening tonight. So you need money. We're giving you 3,000. 3,000. Just play with $1, just $1, Liberty, or 70 cents US. That all. Then you dial *799 *24#. Just play. As many times as you play, you'll get more than 3,000. You win your first 3,000, you can win second 3,000, third 3,000, fourth 3,000. You just winning 1,000 and 1,000 and 1,000, and your 2025 will be wrecked. Let's go to the line and have your say. Then we talk something else, and we are out for the day. 0772 23 99 33. The WhatsApp line +231 886 30 44 97. The women's line 0777 9803 75. And you are on Real Talk on Kings 88.5 with me, Sam Andrews. Joseph Manning said, you can say in 12 years, this man was VP. He didn't learn anything. Matilda Stevens said, when John Dramani Mahama became his best friend before he was living on loan year. Okay. Who else have commented? Brilila Warren said, and Bwaka became a beggar 37 years ago. It makes sense now. Wow. Nesse Jordan said, but who cares about all that nonsense thing he is saying? And that's Matthew Cholopre said, Liberian people will feel the pain. They haven't seen anything yet, and JMB is dancing with the devil. More trouble is coming. Emmanuel Brawl said, I am told that the renegade group organized the Bolivar Palace owners' death because they pre-discussed the Capitol building burning in that hotel. Okay. That is your opinion. We are waiting for the investigation. ARSC Bishop said this government is a disgrace. Who else have commented? Anthony Especiman said they are aware that former President Weah is a barrier to their intended political longevity to power. Okay. All right. Thank you. Your comments stay coming. Mohammed Kamara, let me read this one, then I get to the line. Okay. He says, so when Ghanaian president became Bwaka friend, let's get to the line, and I will come back to read more comments if you're right there. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. You are on the air.
Okay, let me just say good evening to you, Mr. Sam Andrew, and good evening to my distinguished listener. My name is Sarah Johnson. I put in this evening from the Massive Rescue Mission Information Hall to be specific from Conway, New Jersey Town Center. And I listen to your talking point. You know, people will try to criticize whenever the individual is a public figure. And let me say this. The current government headed by President Joseph Numa Bwaka, who have been referred to today as a listener president, he is not in error by saying that, oh yeah, I have received. The reason for which he said that because he has received by the president in person, Nana Akufo-Addo.
The reason why he said that because he had received in person. Thank you. Thank you. Speaking good English. Hello.
Hello, bro.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. What is your name and where you come from?
Thank you. My name is James Doe, the simple Liberal people English speaking and the political things father.
Let's hear you.
Thank you. Maybe our president was in the hotel when the other Ghana president or maybe one are going out or coming in went to speak to him. Now, if it was somebody else, but now the other folks from the other side, the international world, I heard it. This is our president who goes to another country and tell us that I received a person. You know, sometimes the people who know that big book, they have to take time with us. That are both people, my people.
All right.
The people who know big book, that the thing they can say Even I was so much children and said when you go visit your friend, that your friend can welcome you to say welcome. But the other thing around, instead of that, okay, let other people try. Thank you, plenty.
Thank you so much for calling. Have a nice day. Let's play the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving you 3,000 Liberian dollars. This is the eve of 2025, the last day of 2024. Let's give this person his or her money. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I'm Sam Andrews. I'm speaking to you from King's FM 88.5. What is your name and where you are?
I'm Agatha Cooper.
I think you Agatha Cooper.
Yeah, boy, register him and
You play the King's Cash giveaway?
Yeah, I play it.
When you play and how?
I just play.
You just play?
Yes.
Okay. Check your account. You have 3,000. We give you 3,000, yeah? Please check your account. Okay, Agatha. So enjoy yourself and your money, yeah? Okay. Oh, so you see that. So as many times as you can play, don't worry, you will win. Just keep on playing. Just dial *799 *25 hatch, and then just put in. Yes, 24, and you put in just $1 Liberty or 70 cents US, and you have your 3,000. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, cut the radio off. I'm not entertaining any radio sound going into 2025. Yeah, let's hear you. Let's hear you.
Who is saying I don't want to actually to hear the former president President calling for West of the Cuba United.
Let's hear you.
To a talking point, I want to know something about the Baka traveling. The Baka traveling and then the first and then the second one. The other time Baka say want to mean the Kofano, Kofi Ado, or Widow, at the end of the lesson, and he wants to. And the scene then he say he goes to today. We wouldn't know Baka to be for a party for bomb. That where did Baka go on? Anywhere party air, Baka can appear. Baka not go see nobody. Every day Baka like Baka not also go to go to 3 billion. Also this time, that's who gets you. Baka be let me see. So what do you come in the
Okay. All right.
What is the Baka?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Matilda Stevens, your leave PR. PR can say anything he wants to say about we are and PR now on the same level. No. So I listened to that crap that he had to say today, that ranting. Your leave PR. That's why I try not to elevate it. No. You don't bother. PR they ain't get Bwakana making news. If Bwaka making news, Bwaka making news in the negative. So PR they ain't get nothing good to say. So they will look for somebody who is making a real news that they will draw attention. That's the whole something about it. I listened to that press conference. He had all kinds of things to say. The people whole day that we are, they're thinking about we are, they go to sleep that we are, they wake up we are, they eating we are, everything we are. That's what make we are by far 10 times, even 15 times ahead of Bwaka. So, my dear, your leader man, yeah? Your leader man. Yeah, I listened to that thing today. I tried not to bring it on the show, not to elevate him. So, yeah, is it. This is the world's greatest icon. This is. When you're talking about this man, the world recognizes you. God bless you.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Agata. Yeah, you receive your money.
Yeah, I received it.
That's good. Okay. All right. All right. Continue playing, yeah? You gotta receive 3,000. Let's play as many times as we can. You will win. We're giving you money. The money not for us. We beg you, please take it. Take the money. It's not for us. It's for you. Yeah. Okay. Take the money. Just dial *799 *24#. Play with only $1. Only $1 or 70 cents US. That's all you need to do. And as you play, no doubt your 3,000 Liberian dollars will get into your account. So play. Let's keep playing. If you're on the show, if you are a fan of the show, you will win. You will win 3,000 and you win another 3,000. You will just be winning 1,000 and 1,000. That's why you have to play. If you're not playing, well, don't blame me. You will not receive a dime. When you start complaining that life not easy and government, you're making the country high, you're not playing government. You're playing government like your business. We already helping you, giving you 10,000, 3,000. Then you stay, or you don't want to get your hoping on government. You should alle Kafka. Let's give this person 3,000. We give you 3,000. Oh yeah. Okay. Y'all be tuning yourself. You ain't want to play. Y'all hold it line. I come in. I will accept your calls. I come in, talk one thing, and then we'll go. Yeah. Good afternoon. I'm Sam Andrews. I'm calling you from Kings FM 88.5. What is your name? No, la. So,
I received the 3,000.
But you can win, aren't you? Hey, I didn't even get your full name. Oh, Ruth Songba. Yeah. Okay, Ruth. Thank you for playing the King's Cash giveaway. Enjoy your 3,000, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay. So your colleagues are winning, your sisters, your brothers, they are getting their 1,000. Y'all continue playing, all I can say, when you sit down there, you be complaining, clean hard, the country hard. People can't understand the country. The government just made the country hard. You know that the government made the country hard, then somebody giving you thousands. You won't receive it, then you just be complaining. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, Sir Andrew.
Yeah.
This is David King, and I do join you from a resident.
Mm-hmm.
You see, St. Andrews, I don't know. Yesterday, when we spoke, the way Baga spoke, and somebody was, the entire country was trending with that kind of story. Today, Baga is now telling us He's not the president for Ghana, but he's in Ghana receiving the Ghanaian president. How can that be possible? How can a man be a visitor receiving somebody who is the owner of the country?
No, maybe the man went to him in his hotel. Probably that's from that point he spoke. Probably he was in his hotel and the man went there.
Diplomacy doesn't work like that. If even you are a visiting leader and then you're visiting that country, I think you are the one who have to go and pay that courtesy call.
Oh yes.
The president of that
Don't
country.
mind that man. The man know his people. They didn't coach him. He acting like he knows it.
So again, the Bolivar Party hotel manager that was killed. That man was killed by Waka and his people.
No, my man, no, that won't buy. No, you can't say that. We're waiting for the investigation.
Yesterday there was no investigation conducted about quote unquote auditor and somebody linked to President Weah.
Yeah, it said that we are getting auditors.
We are seeing the reason why that brother died because the budget was pre-discussed in his hotel, and because he got some secret that was being discussed in the room, so that much
okay,
went
Chief.
out there and killed him in his car.
Okay.
Waka started killing people in his country.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Afternoon, Mr. St. Andrew.
Yeah, your name. Let's hear you quick.
Yeah,
we have to transition.
I call from under the street light in White Johnsonville. Thank you very much for the fascinating discussion. You see, Mr. St. Andrew, that's also time where we tell them the truth, they get angry with them. We told them clearly that 5% of Weah brings is more than the entire government. When Joseph Walker never hear you want to Ghana, how will you tell us that he received the president of Ghana? That's a complete, drawback and total, and it's very difficult to describe. It's very much bad. You cannot live for a year as the president. You go to Ghana, then you can't tell us that you receive the president of Ghana. You are the one that president receives.
Okay, Chief. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, Andrew.
Let's hear your name and where you call from.
Thank you so much. My name is Jim Mosewako, and I am calling you from my relative Highway resident. See, Andrew, we don't expect anything good from the party because we told people that this man is who. Even a who bad president admitted that the man was who. I said the time the brain will go down. So for me, I don't know Walker responsible for what he is doing. But the only thing I feel sorry for those who want to defend Walker's mistake. Because they're not able. Even the information ministry, the people coming up with prayer releases. And everything that they say in a prayer releases, when the executive manager went there, Walker put that day, so it was a slap in our faces. So I hope next time they will better coach the paper to know what to say, because you cannot go to somebody else then you say you receive the person. How possible it is for me to go to a hall, St. Andrew, to go visit you? Then I say, I receive St. Andrew. How possible it is? That English is just easy. They have the public say, I will encourage you guys who want to be covered to remain covered and see the money and be blessing to our people. That blessing there. How you will take something that belongs to me, then you give it to me, then you say you blessing me. So people will always consider the effect. Every year appear, you will consider the St. Andrew. So we are not surprised. We're only waiting for 2029, so we can make better decision for Liberia. Because right now, Liberia,
thank you.
Respect among the community of nations in the world.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We stay giving our money. Or if you can't get your money while leave from here, that's it, though. Right now, you have to take your money. You have to take your 3,000. Today is the 31st, the last day of December, and the last day of 2024. We're giving you money. Nathan Bear said, Abraham God said, we are coming for him tonight. He will see. Yeah. Yeah, if you were deal there, he would take on them real good. Yeah, let's give her another. Let's turn to this person, man. So they will receive their money. Yeah, y'all say you ain't want play, you ain't want money, you just want to be calling. Yeah, you'll be calling. The people winning their money. I give this person the 3,000. They will transition to something else. Oh, very interesting one too. That will take us home. Yeah. We go to something very interesting. It is the culture in Liberia, but this year, forget it. That thing there. Yeah, that's so money inside. So my business inside that thing. Yeah. So my business. Then the other one, I will talk about the PUL on too. That's also my in that one. But let's get the people their my for yeah, then we'll talk about that other my on. Yeah. So let's continue playing the King's Cash giveaway. We're giving out 3,000. Play with $1, $1 Liberian dollar, or 70 cents US. Then you dial *799 *24 hash. That's all you need to do. Nothing else. Once you've done that, then you get your 10, your why do you use your 10K? So you get your 3K.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I'm Sam Andrews, man, calling you from Kings FM 88.5. What is your name?
Ayuba Kaba.
Ayuba Kaba.
Yeah.
Ayuba, where you at, so?
Clarata gas station.
That place you live in, eh?
No, I can go do my auto there.
But you living in Clarata, eh?
Yes.
You can play the King's Cash giveaway?
Yes, I just pay less than an hour.
Oh, you play not too long.
Right.
How you play?
I press star, then press 25 hash and send.
Say that again. Say again how you play. I'm understanding you.
Star 25 hash.
Hi 77.
Star 977 hash.
My man. Are you by Eloy? Now you play. Oh.
I guess I tell you the time. If you look at less than an hour.
But how you play now? How you play? How you play that one? Call. No, my man. No, that not the formula there. You just no 7. Oh. Try again. Try again, Ayuba. No, but try that not here. No. My man, Joy made man. Ayuba Joy made you miss the team. You know somebody play for you. The code is star is.
I even play 2 times in a row. You check it out, you'll see it.
Yeah, it's *799 *24 hash.
Okay.
So you see there, you ain't yourself play that somebody play for you.
I'm myself play. Really. I've been playing it. I wanted to later I'll be receiving a call, so I know.
Okay, check your account. We send you 3,000. Check it. I'll call you back to confirm.
Thank you.
All right. So let's continue playing. Yeah, let's continue playing. The many times you play, there is every possibility that you will win. If you can, you will not. All right. So let's move now. Let's move to the next issue we've got to talk about. But before then, this break.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Because journalists today, we are citizens, ordinary citizens, ourselves. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
So let's move now to the next pointer, and then we are out to wash night, the crossover, and all of those. Don't get me involved. Take me serious. I'm just joking. I don't give into those. Every day is a wash night. Every day is a crossover. Every day. It's just a simple transition. Every day. Beyond today, Wednesday, after Wednesday, it's going to be what? The night hour, few hours into Wednesday, the night hour. And then what's going to be? Everybody will be hoping to cross over into Thursday. And then hoping to cross into Friday. And hoping to cross into Saturday. And then Sunday. And then Monday again. So crossover is nothing extra. So I don't do that from time to time. No, just thank God. Every day, once God allowed me to go through the day by his protective covering and his providential grace, I said, thank you. I'm in my house. The next morning, I tell him, Lord, thank you for giving me life. I'm about to step out of this place. I do not know what lies ahead of me. I place everything of mine into all that you are. I look up to your protection and guidance. Then I leave. That's how it is. That's what you do. I don't have to be shouting and screaming, going from one place to another, say, Incha, Happy New Year, Monabao. No. Come on, man. And I can't discourage you. That's my own policy. And I see it in the Bible. So I say you shouldn't go, but I don't go to do all of those things. No. So let's get to the next pointer, and then we are out. This is taking us home. At the close of the year, culturally, traditionally, names come up by different people based on their observation of those people's work and other things they do. So they give them a award, they honor them. Now, honoring is not bad. No, honoring is good. Don't despise honoring. Not at all. I can tell you that when people want to honor you, you should despise it. No. What you should despise is the content. Did you get it? Don't despise honoring. That means don't outrightly reject it. It is good. What you should despise, the word despise means to reject, to avoid. What you should despise is the content. Because some of the honoring is just what they can get from you based on what they have known you for and a lot more. And they will use all kinds of cliches for their contribution to a larger society. But what I'm about to talk about is they focus on these people who are politicians. They honoring them all over the place. Everywhere they honoring them. And the honor is not for nothing. These are paid for honors. Let me be very honest. I know it for a fact because we see it. They are paid for honor. They are not merit honor. The other thing about the honoring is the relationship aspect. Yama Mako, is it Mako? She said, that's your opinion. Yes, I'm sharing my opinion. And you have shared yours. So you see, we are opinionating. That's what intellectualism is. I'm sharing my opinion on this. The other reason they honor people is based on relationship, closeness. These are the two reasons they honor people. What I have known of these, of honoring people over the years, what I have seen, it's not necessarily merit-based or merit-driven honor. It is mainly the money and the friendship. So if I share a strong bond of friendship with a given person, we have had good camaraderie or mutual relationship over the years, or that person had given me one or two praises and commendations, and I am doing the honoring, I will bring that person in so the person will feel pleased. So that could enhance our relationship further. And if I am in a financially squeezed situation, when I call upon that person, he can help me out. So it is not necessarily, from what I've seen over the years, deserving based or merit based, but finance and friendship. If you look at the people who or whom they are honoring, only few you will single out based on what you have seen and you have known of them and say, yes, this person is deserving of the award. But majority of the people, no. Some of the people, they ain't deserve it. But are their friends there now? They can create opportunity for them. They can give them money. No disrespect to the people who doing it. That's why I said that don't despise honor. I have been honored. People have honored me. Institutions have honored me. But I look at the content. And if you were very keen last night, AB said the same thing, and that's how it ought to be. And when we follow that path, listen, we'll cut off a number of mediocre stuff in our society and be a merit-based driven society. Give people something, let the person conscience say, yes, I deserved it. not on the basis of flattery. So you can look at the content. You can refuse the honor, but you can reject or you can despise the content, because you will look at it. If the content does not represent your work, you know consciously that the reward they want give you, you deserve it. You don't do anything for it. Oh, come on, man, you don't have to. You just say no. Sorry, other people have done it. Most people have done it in this country. They call minister, they call director, they call the person and say, oh, we are so and so, and you know, based on your work in this country, while you are done, we want to honor you, and we are preparing a certificate. And the person said, oh, yes, no problem. But interestingly, I don't think I deserve it. You can give that to another person. Yes, some people are very honest because they know consciously not much they did. So they have several individuals and they intend to get money. So you put Gafan there. You say Gafan Minister of the Year. You think that for nothing? Gafan got a gay envelope, a finance minister. You say LRA boss, double jala, the financial collector, and they know how to coin titles. Or so you know that LRA boss consciously, he will not leave the people who honor him like that. He will not turn his back. Traditionally, he had to buy the cold water, so he will give something. So they target the aristocrats and the bourgeois. They don't go to the base. They don't go down the line. You know why they don't go down the line? Because they won't get anything from them. So their microscope is only on the political sector. But if you look down the line, I bet you, if God in heaven were to send Angel Gabriel down to do a survey and come up with this, you'll find most of the people from the market, from the street, from those places they refer to as ordinary people. Do you know that those people are making significant strides? But nobody is focusing on them because they do not have the political or the publicity hype. When you move to honor a person who is doing so well in his or her area, but people not focusing on that person, and you know about it and you honor that person, God in heaven himself will give you more, to open doors for you, because he knows that is truly a deserving award. But the focus is only on politicians year in, year out in Liberia, because the politicians got the money. They put police director, where you let the people, they kill people in Kinshasa, do all kind of things, they beat people here. Yeah. He never ever show any remorse to come to the microphone and say, I'm sorry for what my guys did. I take full responsibility. That will not happen again. No remorse whatsoever. You announce this man as police director of the year. Isn't it because he get money? Police director get good money. Police director can look at anybody and give you 500, 1,000, 1,005 US on the spot. It will mean nothing. It will just be like giving a boy $100 to go buy surgery. You got the finance minister there. The finance minister does not travel with liberty on him. Every package that the finance minister just put him into get something that US. You think the people who honoring the stupid ain't get sense? They get homes. They gotta feed their homes. They gotta look like big boys and big girls. Sarah Peslo Yanti, the foreign minister, Dilonde, Mumu in this government. The man is muted. In we are government, the man was hot. The man was hot 24/7. He was the loudest talker in the town. Today, he's muted. Then you make this man minister and how they call him, say, senator of the year. Yeah, Councillor Gonglo and other people, they try. Segu Dukle, the man setting over millions. You're not the Segu Dukle managing director of the year. APRC boss, it must swear. I may not be managing director of the year. But you're telling them for a year, man. You stop the fake things. You stop it. Let's try to get this country better. You can get money. These few dollars, you will have it, you will enjoy it, but your integrity cannot be restored when it is damaged. These same people, I know that for a fact. These people have been in the business for a while. These people, when they say that we have sat amongst these people, when they get ready to talk about these people that can honor them, media people there and all, how they can make fun of them. When you hear some of the things they can say, don't see that they can just be laughing. Oh, yeah, generally, you know, you guys are our colleague, and we are good friends. You guys are doing a great job. Let the people sit down. I have given ears to some of the things. That's why I'm very careful too. The guy when they say cheche pole, that these politicians, cheche pole, they want it. That you call politicians there. Cheche pole, don't see them like that. It is only because they're having the position. So you think that they are extra, they are so clean, they don't do those things that other people do. But that is a lie. The people, they can discuss women, they can discuss their fellow men, they can discuss everybody. The people can even discuss girlfriend, boyfriend, and all. The people can discuss, when they either one, they can share with the men, that other one there's on. I'm telling you, don't see them like that. But a position, a power, it can cover everything. You think that it's so extra. I had thought that these people from January 1 to this time, they will have selected just few as personality of the year that people can look at and say, yes. You know what you're saying when you say personality of the year? You are leading the generations coming up into that person's direction to follow that person's lifestyle. An example. When you see people around the world, I want to be like this person. I want to be like this person. I want to be there. I hope that I pray that when I grow up, I want to be like this. It's because what the hair of the person, what the read of the person in their literatures, how the person conducted himself also, how the person stood for a cause. Yes. But all of these people from January 1, they will be messing up. They will plunge the country into a state of confusion, insecurity, everything haywire. Then you say these people are personalities of the year? Yeah, they are personalities because they pay for it. They pay for it. They gave money for it. Nobody honor without the honoree giving money. The people, when the honoree that gave money, yeah, what they can say about that honoree? That I'm outsider talking to you, that somebody who be in the terrain, no, we heard. I say I've been there and they did this. I mean, I've never ever been part of any group to say honoring. I've never tried to do that. I've never tried to align with anybody to honor anybody. If you wish, fine. My position has always been, I don't have to call you and say I'm honoring you. All I have to do is to look at your work and speak of you. Because you are in the space. Everybody knows. So if I'm lying, Sam Andrew is lying, Sam Andrew is not telling the truth, that person is this and that. Sam Andrew is telling the truth, that person is this, that person is that. That is why even in our own sector called the Press Union of Liberia, when they're ready, they say, you must do a piece. You must sit down and do the final production and send it. At the end of the year, then they say, you best this, you best that. Over the years I've been in this business, I've made a vow. I say I will never, ever do that. PUL has too many options to know who are working. You observe people, you catalog their work unknown to them. And then you do an appraisal and then you announce it. But I, Sam Andrews, cannot sit down, go in the production room. I take 3, 4, 5 scripts. I read it perfectly. Every error I made, I will try to take it all. Every error I made, if it caused me to do that production for 10 or 15, 20 times just to be perfect, I'll do it, then I send it to PUL. Then PUL team look at it and say, yeah, the mayor, he reads well. So Sam Andrew is the newscaster of the year. But in reality, when they get Sam Andrew song on a paper to read and Sam Andrew faltering, they say, oh, but any of the new best newscasters out here, you think I stood for the kind of petty thing. That's why I say I made it a vow. I say I will never, ever, never. You gonna see the get Sam Andrew at war? PUL and talk to me. The other person said, do they? The other, I said, no, I can't. I'm not working for PUL. I'm doing it for the public. The public know. They hearing. They seeing. Because you can't fake. Don't fake things in life. Don't fake. Don't allow people to make you what you're not. Simply because they want recognition or want to use you to gain recognition. So if you ask for personality, you know the personality in this whole thing as Speaker Kofa. Speaker Kofa is the personality of the year. Speaker Kofa has his own excesses as an individual, but what has unfolded over the time, whether long short, Speaker Kofa has set a record that this country will follow. He has charted a course that this country will tread on. He has set a deterrent in place that nobody, no president, no cahoot will ever work of moving speaker at will. The personality of the year, in my opinion, deserving of it, Fonati Kofa. A war is based on a cause. And that cause should be one deserving. That even the unborn child will say, yes, this man deserves it. Because that cause not only resonates with people, but it changed people's life. It gives them a new future. It exposes them to what they need to know that they did not know and how to move forward. And the person who has said that, today that you can hear a 13 years old boy, 12-year-old boy, 11-year-old boy say the people against the speaker, but the speaker say he will not move. Why they saying that? Because they're hearing how it is going, how the speaker is standing his ground. When you come up with such as personality of the year, they say yes. If I have my own will, the only one person will come out as speaker of, as personality of the year, Speaker Kofa. This is the man who is standing up, who has ever stood in the face of the president in this country, resistive of the president's evil plan to undo him from where he is. Who has ever do it? In our country, once the president wants something, no matter what, it will happen. This is the first time ever in the history of Liberia that the Speaker of the House of Representatives will stand up to the president resistively for months now, that he cannot and will not resign according to how they want it. And we are dragging, and we're going into it. We enter in January. Hours from now will be in January. And then we'll drag. Why is it dragging and dragging? Because that personality, look, I'm not talking about the other. The answer is perfect. But what he has done over the time and stayed doing. I have not known, since I've been following politics in this country, I have not known, neither have I read or seen anybody who stood up to a president in this country like the way Fonati Kofa is. No. That is the personality of the year. That is the personality of the year. Everybody knows what is happening with Fonati Kofa and his men. Why did they not include all those names? Why they include some of Fonati Kofa members that were him? These are guys with integrity. Just as Job said, you can do everything unto me, whatever, but I will never compromise my integrity. Never. The speaker stands up as a man, as a personality. He remains strong within his personnel against everything Bouaka brings to the table to get him off. He finds himself in the middle of a warfare, just as Jehoshaphat was in the middle of 4 different groups against him. And he said, in the midst of all this, I will never bow down. In the midst of all, the speaker, the executive against the speaker, the renegade lawmakers have against the speaker, his own people against him. They're bringing out all the spears and the bows and arrows and the guns and the knives and the cutlasses politically. The Senate that should be trying to help rescue him, the Senate too coming out with their spears and bow and arrows and guns and machetes and everything against him. He's fighting on 3 different fronts. Speaker Fonati Kofa. That is the kind of personality you need to announce as personality of the year. Yes. When you announce that man as personality of the year, everybody say, yeah, but I want to choose the man deserve it. Then they'll start referencing now. They say, look at all the things Bouaka doing against the man, all the things the government doing against the man. Say the men are give up. That's what they start discussing. And they have started discussing that. But you're giving a word to people who they ain't deserve it. But because they get the money, they put no run out fanatic cover will not get money to journalists. He will not get money to any civil society person to make him personality of the year because he doesn't want recognition. He already has the recognition. Bouaka increased his recognition. Bouaka elevated him by undermining him from the very first day to this day. So then they can go to the speaker side. They go into the side that get the money. National Port Authority, LPRC, all of those top Ministry of Finance, the personality of the year, personality of the day, absolute nonsense. No reason why our society will remain a global society, a subservient society, where people fall for the crumbs at the feet of politicians who have the money, people who preside over state enterprises. People fall at their feet because they have the thousands of dollars. They bestow honor on them. And some of you should be ashamed of yourselves, despite all that you have and what you're presiding over. You should be ashamed. They're making fun of you. They're making fun. What I walk and do, you just hang it in your house. That all? You know what a war is? Listen, when they say a war, yeah, a war. Listen.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
That's what is referred to as honor. When you're saying honor, when you're saying personality, when you're saying personality of the year, that's what you just listened to. This man's fame all over the world. Most of these people who are government officials today, when they and we are get out, people bow to we are. They will need we are help. He's being honored throughout the world. This is what they call honor, personality of the year. What you stand for, what you do. It's not giving money to people to come honor you. Your honor only stay within your terrain. It can't go beyond your terrain. I don't know whether we has ever given people money or people ever call people to honor him for his work along with other people. But go beyond their perimeter. The people spread it. They don't have to give you certificate. No. Honoring don't go with certificate. Your legacy is spread. People speak of your legacy everywhere, and they will want to see you and say, well, who is that guy that everybody is talking about? They're talking about his work. You don't need certificate. When certificate is given, then it is paid for. It is flattery. Next year, you will listen to the next one, or coming with the next one next year, by God's grace. So that's it. Let's get to you now. Have your say. And I think we still have some money to give, eh? Yeah, let's continue to play the King's Cash giveaway. I'm about to go. So if you won't play, then you will not get far out. Just play. I'm telling you, just play $1. Only $1. Only $1. Or 70 cents US. That all. When I leave from here, you won't getting $5. So you get few minutes. I have few minutes to go. So let's play. Play and play and play. In the next few minutes, you could be the next person in line for 3,000. Yeah, you could be the next person in line for 3,000. In the meantime, let's go to the line to have your say. Let's take few calls while we give these people their morning. 0772 2399 33. The WhatsApp line +231 886 30 4497. The women's line 0777 And then few calls. We are out. Hello.
Yeah,
yes, let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, there is to be precise. Yeah, Sam Andrew. That's why I love listening to Sam Andrew. Sam Andrew is one of the candidates in the Republic of Labrador that stand for the cause. Sam Andrew, can you imagine people getting people a war in this place that they don't deserve? In a kind of struggling economy to see Joseph Baga people flying around, passing all around, all the other ones, the minister of this, the minister of this. Sam Andrew is very shaking. It's so sad, Sam Andrew. That's why you see today all people in one room doing one, but today they can become lawmaker. Because the kind of sharing Sam Andrew will find what's there with him. The kind of setting, that the setting comes to all this problems.
All right.
Why they kind of cause that they want to go high,
All right, Sabu Rasta. Thank you. Let's give chance to the next person. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you call from?
This is Sam. We are now calling from a Logantown resident. Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew. There's a problem we face in this country. People who call themselves civil society actors, I'm not saying every one of them, but I think majority of these people, they need to leave the space. They get honor people. To honor people, including any activists, small office who call themselves political activists. But what they do, they go from minister office to office, honor people, give them names. I get to take it serious. You the civil society actors that we expect in order to make those people activity, you call it, say, minister of the year. Even before even they come up with that program, someone else go to the people offices. Which you can tell me is very bad. I know somebody put the narrative of the year. What is the contribution? How they are shown to stand the test for time. professor when it comes to the governor of the country. What's the business to the society?
All right, Chief. Thank you.
And what's the lesson? Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Hold on. Mr. Caller, please hold on. Let's give the people their morning. The people playing to get their morning.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Sam Andrews, Chief. I'm calling you from Kings 88.5. What is your name?
Yeah. Yeah, my name is Ashley Buga.
Ashley?
Yeah, Ashley Buga.
How you spell your Ashley?
ISE
And a Bogar?
UGR.
Bogar.
Yeah.
And you live where?
Clouder.
You live Clariton. You play the King's Cash giveaway?
Yeah.
And when you play and how did you play?
I play 24.
You press 79924.
Yeah.
Say it again. Say it again.
79924 and star 24.
Very pretty. Star 799 star 24 hatch. You're listening carefully when we're calling the code. You must listen carefully, yeah? Yeah, or you take pen and write it down so that you will not forget when you're playing. Okay. Please check your account. We'll send you $3,000 Liberian dollars. I will call back to confirm.
Okay.
All right. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. You are on the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Jesus, Mama,
Let's hear you.
You see, Labron men did not know who to honor. I cannot give him my power. I gave him my money. I gave him everything there. I can tell you, I can give you. If you want to honor some of the people that are doing things on their own will, that I can the best life on top people for over 6 years. He was not working government. In bare institution that people labor and they survive by it, they still want helping the people. That kind of put that own way. But you got to me to be lawmaker, damn me lawmaker, I gave him money using it. While don't get it then at the end because he gave me so I can say you represent it by year or minister by year. I cannot do it.
Okay, man. Thank you, Chief. Thank you for calling. Let me confirm with this person that will go to the next. And then we go out. Everybody honoring. At the end of the year now. Yeah, what's up, my chief?
I'm back, sir.
Yeah, I show you receive your money. Did you not?
Yes, sir.
How many dollars you receive?
3,000.
3,000. All right. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Let's confirm with the next. So the rest of you who are winning, I'm already out. The people will call you, but let me confirm these numbers, and then that's it. Oh, Yolana ringing.
Yellow Valley subscriber. The subscriber you're trying to reach is currently out of coverage area.
Okay. So you may get a man and you put phone. Oh, you're going to enjoy yourself. I watch that day. I hear. Let's do a few minutes to go, and then oh no, you could get your 3,000. Okay. So that's it. And quickly, it might not be on the list tomorrow, but listen, you observe that the women advocacy groups or advocate, whichever way, you know that all of them going to bed, they are muted. All the women groups in this country, all of them going to bed. These people were active. These people were very forceful. They were very aggressive and radical against everything that came up in we are government. Alleged rape, they were on it 24/7 having press releases, written, calling press conferences, going on radio, and sometimes making indirect reference to the government as doing the act. They will get on the street, they wear all black, They will go to fish market. They will say they're doing this, they were doing that. They are doing that. They will come up with women who, disrespecting women who, all kinds of things. So all the killings now, these girls who are being murdered, the women and they can't talk for them. All the women advocacy group, what happened? You ain't know how to write press releases again. Radio station, you're taboo now. You can't appear on it to talk all of these things. These girls who are being murdered, are they not women like you? Are they not from that Eve gender? Why are you muted? You women. So is it because George Weah, is it because of George Weah that you people were very active? And you people had NGOs supporting you, giving your money. Why you're not talking today with all of these things that are happening? But listen, God has his own will and time of exposing. The time is coming, some of you women will know you. You will come out and you'll be pretending. We'll put it in your faces. Some of you are ashamed. Not all. Those of you who were trumpeting against the CDC coming with all kinds of claims that CDC government doing this, CDC government doing that. Today you're still living with that. With that, you're proudly, you people say it proudly that CDC government, we have messed this country up. So we have messed the country up. We agree now. You rescue the country. Now all of those things stay happening in the country. So why you can right now go to radio station, do all of it, and say Boaka mess in the country up? Because you are, sorry to say, no disrespect, sycophants. You know what sycophants is? When you're talking against the next person and people see you as having a right position, then when it's happening on the other side, you see it happening, same or similar, and you refuse to talk. That's why they call sycophants. That means you're getting something from on that side, or you have a link to the other side that you want to talk, or you're getting money from there. That's how some of you women groups looking. If the Association of Female Lawyers of Liberia, why you people are muted now? Why you people not talking? And on. We'll start on your tomorrow. That will be the second talking point after I finish with the opposition community. Just sit down. We'll make this country. And Boaka said we'll build this country. And now I say we're moving. He said no business as usual. There's business as usual. Oh, you're sitting down. You can't say anything. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. No personality. Business as usual, quadruple all over the place. Look at what is happening. Then he comes back, he said, we'll build this country. How you build the country? Is that how you build the country? When you people, things are happening against the country that you want to build, and you're sitting there, you're muted. Shame. Shame on you. Shame on. What that clip that Yeke had, man, I will look for it. Where Yeke blasted you. Now all of you people, they are sound, they are great women. I'm talking about the advocates that were here. We had time. We saw you. Some of you, we know you. Not even some. Many of you, we know you. We saw you. You appear on radio. You called press conferences. We know you by your full name. We saw you. Today, you're acting like butter can melt in your mouth. Because that your papa there, Boaka. But God has a way. He will punish you one by one. He will expose you one by one. I see you. Thank you ever so much. The people who call you and gave your money, the rest of you who have your 3,000, yeah? My time off. I can't go beyond it. I beg you. I'm already 2 minutes into the time. That's not how it works in broadcast. So I beg you. I'll see you. So this is how we go home.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic